Welcome, everyone, to WWTA News. Here we look at possibly exciting news in crypto as well as other news in finance and economy. I'm your host, EB, and thank you for joining us. Now, today we got a few stories lined up. We're going to dive right in. Uh, we've got a story here. It says Fed still undecided about digital dollar, says Chair Jerome Powell. Well, what's Jerome got to say? We think it is our obligation to do the work both on public policy and technology to form a basis for making an informed decision. The ultimate test we will apply when assessing a central bank digital currency and other digital innovations is, are there clear and tangible benefits that outweigh any cost and risk? Despite several central banks launching their own CBDCs, Powell declared that the Fed was not in a hurry to join the trend. Right, so we've been on a kick for a while, for a few years now, dealing with the CBDC. I believe it started back maybe a year, 2 years ago with Fed Now, and we really didn't see anything happen with that. But it started, and it was a conversation that became they were going to implement their own currency, CBDC. So through the time it's progressed, and we're still at that point where we are, but we're not. Nothing's really being said here. But we're going to continue to follow this because one day it might become real news. All right, moving on to our next story. Twitter will let users tip with Bitcoin, explores ways to showcase NFTs. Wait a minute, Twitter, what are you doing? The social media company is rolling out its tipping feature globally as of yesterday. Globally, what are you doing, Twitter? Twitter said Thursday that users worldwide will be able to tip others with Bitcoin. Tipping with Bitcoin, the popular digital currency. The company is also exploring a way for users to track and showcase non-fungible NFTs, non-fungible tokens, a new form of crypto assets on the platform. Wait a minute, there's a lot being said. So, yeah, you can now tip people on Twitter or pay them, right, in Bitcoin. So that's opening up some more doors, especially the people on Twitter that don't know what the world's going on with digital currencies, right? Like, what is this? And not only that, but uh, you're going to have non fungible tokens on your platform. That in itself, right? So, wow, there's one to open up. Non-fungible tokens could be a numerous amount of things. But let's continue. NFTs can be used to represent the ownership of unique digital or physical items. Digital or physical items such as art, music, and even a tweet. It goes so much further than that. That's a few examples. It goes so much. You can take data, right? Data comes in the form of images. It comes in the form of audio. It comes in the form of let's see, documents, right? So many things, right? A document can be turned into an image, right? And a document can also just be a document form that still can be turned into a non-fungible token. And so the doors are being opened. Look at the stuff that they're saying here, right? More corporations. We just learned the other day that uh, uh, essentially more corporations, right? GDP, gross domestic product, uh, going up to 2025, 10% more is coming into the digital as cryptocurrency space, right? So when we look at the news coming out more and more, what is Twitter saying here? They're just basically letting us know that the other news we just read about, yeah, it's factual, it's real, okay. Twitter's a corporation, and they're bringing in money and people into cryptocurrency. So we can see this year, next year, going on up to 2025, we can see major growth from just these companies getting on board. Let's move along. All right, in our next story, Bitcoin billionaire Chamath Palihapitiya, Palihapitiya Chamath Palihapitiya, I hope I didn't screw that up, says crypto destroys capitalism and that's better for the world. Wait a minute, destroying capitalism's better for the world? Oh, let's find out. Bitcoin billionaire and venture capitalist Chamath Palihapitiya thinks that cryptocurrencies counter capitalism and could help create a better financial future for the world. Palihapitiya says the autonomous nature of crypto assets, as well as crypto based systems of governance that simply rely on code instead of human beings, are another game changer. Why would that be so? Well, and it's my opinion, only my opinion at this point, you're asking artificial intelligence to follow a contract. It has no extra thinking, no feelings, no emotion. It just has a contract that it's supposed to follow, and all it can do is complete its contracts. Well, that takes a lot of personal feelings and emotions and bias. This kind of levels the playing field in this new world that we're walking into. Hmm, let's continue. Governance goes completely out the window because you're essentially replacing a set of norms that we've all agreed to about what a company is. It's an LLC or C Corp that is incorporated with laws. There's recourse for you. You can go to these places and sue them. Yes, you can. Now it's a DAO or a decentralized autonomous organization, which there's no one to go sue, right? It's a bunch of rules written in blockchain, in a blockchain, right? And these rules we know are contracts that the artificial intelligence is going to follow. Here's how it all works. Here's how I make my HR decisions. Here, here's this. Here's that. And then you basically decompose everything into a service where it's recursive. You cannot build with me unless you have yourself buildable to others. Unless you make yourself buildable to others. So there, we're trying to get these contracts to move across blockchain and communicate with other contracts. When you add all these things together, to me, it's the most incredible, positively disruptive force we have seen. I think it will destroy wealth. I frankly couldn't give a toot, and I think it's better for the world. Wow. So, in this guy's opinion, and it's literally his opinion, and we're just reading his opinion, he totally feels that with artificial intelligence, you're taking bias, right? You're taking bias, you're taking any other issues one person might have with the next. You're taking all that stuff, that personal stuff, and you're getting rid of it and swapping it out for artificial intelligence, which only has contracts that it has to follow. So it doesn't know a person. It only knows the order or the contract that it must follow, the rules. So technically, yes, capitalism, you're dealing with people, right? Oh, but these capitalists are companies, right? Well, these companies are governed by people, and people make decisions based on their thoughts, ideas, theories, feelings, cultural upbringings, and concepts. All these things get involved when you let man or mankind make decisions for man and mankind. This is where we're not going to have that conversation. There's a general conversation we'll save for another day. But this Bitcoin billionaire sharing his thoughts and opinions feels that yes, cryptocurrencies and the blockchain and this new technology can utterly destroy capitalism, right? And that's his feelings. You know, we don't have to agree, we don't have to like, but hey, that's our final story for the day. So, thank you for joining us at WWTA News. If you enjoyed our video, please hit the subscribe and like button and join us next time to follow the news in crypto, finance, and economy.